Goodness, I just did a Pilates class for the first time. It was Pilates like strength and resistance. Holy cow. I do weight training every day with Dino. This is a whole other beast. Let me tell you, that was crazy. I would love to get Dino in a class like that. He would die. It was awesome. Using the Diablo extra coarse sanding. Always love the orbital sander. It's my favorite. That's the circle sander. But look at the difference. Nice orange. Like beautiful light color there. And then we'll do a little sealer on top of it. I'll do a little sealer. And while Gab's doing this, thank you Gab, I will do the chili. And I'm over here in Chair World. We got something new, something a little bit different. A textured spray, because even with me sanding, there was two that are way worse than the others. Even with me sanding it, there's still like, I'm not gonna like sand this whole thing down and like sandblast these things. These are cheap chairs and I don't want to waste any more time on them. You get to a point where you're just like, what are we doing here? Let's maybe just buy some chairs. But these are really fun and unique and I really want to make them work. So I'm going to try this. I did do a sample. See, I did a light coat and it kind of covers it a little bit. I think I need to do 2 coats, but if I can make this work, it's a neutral color. It's called Bisque. If I could make this work, then I think this is the best bet. And then it'll match, it'll hide it, it'll make it look the nicest and the smoothest. So let's give it a whirl. Questions about how we're doing the legs. So you can see here, this was done, this was done, this was not done, all these were done, a little bit here. So the easiest way is do as much as you can with the sander, and then anything else you'll just have to use a hand and your piece, like a sander, a piece of sandpaper, sorry, just to get around. But you can mostly hit most of the details with the sander. And we're doing like something that has a lot of paint, like a dark color. I know a lot of you said like, oh, I have a red table or whatever. The better you want to use like a nice grit for that, like a really heavy grit, so you can get through all that. Otherwise you're going to be working triple as hard. If your grit on the sandpaper is super fine, you use that afterwards just for the finishing touches, but go with a heavy grit at first. So Gav and I were just talking, and the textured one, still with me using like a bit of it, really didn't, it's not going to cover it. I'm going to need like 20 cans. So 2 of the chairs are way worse condition than the others. They had just some, like, even with me sanding it, just had some imperfections and like chips and stuff on it. So he had a great idea of just using the leftover of the can and just spraying all of them with a light coverage of this to almost like lock in the imperfections and kind of put like a smooth coat over it with a little bit of texture. So instead of there being chips all over, it now has like a little bit of texture. They all have a little bit of texture, like a nice base. So now I can cover them. And now I just need to pick the color. With the table, I know people always ask this whenever I sand, would the oven trick work? And I don't know if you guys have seen that. You can use oven cleaner. You can use, what's the other one? It's that orange stuff. It's like a stripper. I've tried all of them and I've just never found it to be easier than just sanding, because even when you do those things, you have to scrape it off. It doesn't just like magically come off evenly. There's still work that you have to sand afterwards, or you have to scrape it. And so it almost feels like it was like double the work, and then you're stuck with this goo. I know so many people have done it before and they've had great success. I do believe it does matter what material and how thick of a coat or sealer is on whatever project you're doing. If it's like super thick, it's gonna be a lot more work to get it off. I'll never forget, we had a table years ago and Dino and I tried it and we were just dying out there, and I tried the bleach trick, nothing worked, and we just ended up sanding it in the end. Yay. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Sometimes I just need to be in the process to go through this. So glad I did that coat of spray paint. Also making my own color. Look at how nice that is. I barely had to go over with the paintbrush. I'm doing paint on them. I had this green paint that was left over from inside. It's not exactly, I'll show the swatch of the stripe, so it's a little bit deeper. So of course I had a little bit of black. Making my own, you just add a little bit of the black into here, mix until like you get the right color, do a little bit at a time. But look at how even that is with that texture on. Instead of it being this like unevenness here with all the chipping, now it has this like beautiful, it looks like a brand new chair. So now I'm gonna paint.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. Hey.
Okay, dudes, prepare yourself for a little intimate content coming up, but I just wanted to share like these amazing underwear that I have been loving from Ebby. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but I'm always in need for a good pair of unders. So I discovered Ebby online, and I love that they have a subscription plan, so I never have to think about buying unders or bras. I'm just set, ready to go. I love their no slip grip, so it has this like little bit right here, so your unders are staying in place. For the high-waisted ones, these are awesome just to like tuck, wear under some high-waisted jeans. Really cool. Their whole business plan is that they use every purchase that they get, and it goes towards helping women in impoverished countries to start their own businesses and companies. So that's so cool. I love that. And I'm getting like an awesome bra and underwear. Have different colors and styles, sizes extra small to 4X, and it's awesome. I'm such a plain underwear kind of girl. I like nude, black, and like cream. But they have everything. And the fit and comfort is so good. Same as the underwear. You can use my code. You'll get 15% off. Check out their subscription plan because it's a really awesome thing to just not have to think about buying underwear anymore. You get the style, the comfort, the ease, a better price, and all that stuff with the subscription. And it's really cool because you're like supporting a good cause. So this is what happens when Ashley comes at the end of the day, and we just rearranged the entire store. The reasoning is we wanted to use the cubbies for storage in the back, and we got this new piece of furniture. So why is my phone so dirty? So that's gonna go here. So basically this creates a ripple effect and everything has to be changed now. But now we just have to put it all back together.